Welcome to Kerala, God's own country. Here, emerald landscapes and tranquil backwaters create a world apart. Life moves to the rhythm of monsoon rains and swaying coconut palms. The air is rich with spices and the vibrant colors of festivals. Kerala is a land of harmony, tradition, and progress. Join us as we discover the enchanting world of Kerala. Kerala is a tapestry of vivid green and shimmering gold. From the lush tea plantations of Munnar and ancient rainforests of the western Ghats, to sun-kissed beaches and golden temple festivals, nature and culture are deeply entwined. Today, Kerala's people work to protect this fragile beauty, knowing their future is forever linked to the land's enduring green and gold. Kerala is known for its breathtaking landscapes, but its true story is the Kerala model of development, a unique path prioritizing human development over mere economic growth. By investing in public education and universal healthcare, Kerala achieved high literacy, low infant mortality, and long life expectancy. Driven by social movements and political will, Kerala stands as a beacon of progress and a model for a more humane world. Kerala's spirit is a vibrant mosaic, where diverse cultures, faiths, and traditions blend in harmony. From spectacular festivals and UNESCO-recognized art forms, to a cuisine rich in coconut, rice, and spices, every moment here is a celebration. Above all, it's the warmth of the people that defines Kerala. Join us as we journey deeper into God's own country. Kerala is a lush, narrow strip of land between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. The monsoon rains shape its vibrant landscape, nourishing rivers, fields, and backwaters. Kerala's coast is a mosaic of beaches, cliffs, estuaries, and the famous backwaters. For centuries, these waterways connected Kerala to the world, shaping its culture and economy. Today, Kerala's story remains one of balance between land, sea, and the forces of change. Rising along Kerala's eastern border, the Western Ghats are ancient guardians, shaping the land and life below. These mountains intercept monsoon clouds, creating lush rainforests and feeding Kerala's 44 rivers. Home to unique wildlife and spice plantations, the Ghats are a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a biodiversity hotspot. The future of Kerala's rivers, agriculture, and way of life depends on the health of these magnificent mountains. Long before European ships arrived, Kerala, then Chera, was a thriving kingdom on the Malabar Coast. The Cheras, celebrated in Sangam literature, fostered a vibrant society rich in trade, art, and tradition. Their legacy shaped Kerala's identity, laying the foundations for its culture, language, and enduring spirit. At the heart of Kerala's ancient prosperity was Muziris, a legendary port that connected the Malabar Coast to the world. Roman, Greek, and Arab merchants flocked here, exchanging gold and pottery for pepper, silk, and precious stones. Muziris became a melting pot, where diverse people, languages, and cultures thrived side by side. The spice trade laid the foundation for Kerala's multicultural fabric, openness, and global connections that endure today. Kerala's history as a global trade hub made it a crossroads for ideas and faiths. Here, Christianity, Islam, and Judaism arrived peacefully, thriving alongside Hinduism for centuries. This unique religious landscape fostered harmony and mutual respect, shaping Kerala's identity as a place where diversity is celebrated and different communities live together in remarkable tolerance. Vasco da Gama's arrival in Calicut in 1498 marked the start of European colonial ambitions in Kerala. The Portuguese, Dutch, French, and British all fought for control, disrupting centuries-old trade and playing local kingdoms against each other. Marthanda Varma's victory over the Dutch at Colonialism was a rare local triumph, but British dominance soon followed, consolidating Kerala into Travancore, Cochin, and Malabar under British rule. Colonialism brought new infrastructure, plantations, and English education, which ironically fueled social reform and anti-colonial movements. The shared experience of British rule unified Kerala's regions, inspiring movements for democracy and social justice. In 1956, the Malayalam-speaking regions united as the state of Kerala, shaped by a legacy of trade, colonialism, and reform. Kerala's transformation began in its classrooms, not its factories. Early schools founded by royals and missionaries laid the groundwork for a culture that valued education for all. Post-independence, the state invested heavily in public education, ensuring access and inclusivity across castes and genders. Kerala became India's first fully literate state in 1991, with literacy as a deeply held cultural value. This educational revolution empowered citizens, improved public health, and advanced women's rights. Educated women led to healthier families and greater social progress. Literacy became the master key to Kerala's development. Kerala's development model prioritizes people over profit, focusing on health education and social welfare. High literacy, accessible healthcare, and strong social safety nets define the Kerala model, producing social indicators rivaling developed nations. Progressive land reforms and political participation reduced inequality. Despite slower economic growth and high migration, the model's focus on human dignity remains a source of pride. Remittances from the diaspora now fuel the economy, highlighting the challenge of retaining talent. Kerala's approach proves that investing in people can create a just, stable society. The world continues to study Kerala as a model of compassionate, sustainable development. Kerala's public healthcare system is a pillar of its success, delivering outcomes that surpass national averages. Universal access to health facilities, from rural clinics to city hospitals, ensures care for all. The state blends Ayurveda and modern medicine, offering holistic health options and attracting global medical tourists. Nurses and community health workers are the backbone, leading public health campaigns and crisis responses. Affordable care protects families from financial ruin and supports the vulnerable. Kerala's health revolution is rooted in the belief that good health is a fundamental right. The system's strength lies in its commitment to every citizen's well-being. Kerala's progressive society was forged through powerful social reform movements in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Leaders like Sri Narayana Guru and Ayankali challenged caste oppression, fought for education, and demanded equality. Landmark struggles like the Vaikom Satyagraha galvanized public opinion and inspired national attention. These movements laid the foundation for Kerala's high social awareness and intolerance for injustice. Their legacy endures in Kerala's vibrant public life and ongoing pursuit of social transformation. The spirit of reform continues to shape Kerala's identity and progress. In Kerala, women have long been pillars of society, empowered by education, matrilineal traditions, and community initiatives like Kudumbashri. Their visibility in education, healthcare, and public life is unmatched in India. Yet challenges remain, especially in leadership and combating patriarchy. Still, Kerala's empowered women are the state's greatest strength and its most important pillar. In Kerala, politics is the lifeblood of society, debated in tea shops, homes, and public squares. High literacy and social reform have made Keralites among India's most politically conscious and active citizens. Power alternates between two major coalitions, keeping democracy vibrant and responsive. Decentralized governance empowers communities to shape their own future. Kerala's people are vigilant guardians of a progressive, people-centric democracy. The modern Malayali, as the people of Kerala are known, is a fascinating product of the state's unique history and progressive development. They are at once deeply rooted in their traditions and remarkably open to the wider world. A typical Malayali may start their day reading a local newspaper, be fiercely proud of their language and literature, and participate enthusiastically in local festivals like Onam or Thrissur Puram. Yet they are just as likely to have a close relative working in Dubai, a child studying in Canada, and a keen interest in global politics and cinema. This duality is the hallmark of the modern Malayali identity, local in spirit, but global in outlook. This global connection is most powerfully embodied by the non-resident Keralite, or NRK. For decades, a lack of sufficient local employment opportunities has driven millions of educated and skilled Keralites to seek their fortunes abroad, creating one of India's largest and most successful diasporas. The Gulf countries in particular became a primary destination, with Keralites playing a crucial role in building the infrastructure of nations like the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar. The remittances they send home have become the backbone of Kerala's economy, funding education, building homes, and fueling a consumer-driven economy. This mass migration has transformed Kerala into a remittance economy and has brought the world into every Keralan village. This constant flow of people, money, and ideas between Kerala and the rest of the world has had a profound impact on the state's culture and aspirations. It has created a society that is highly consumerist and brand-conscious, with aspirations that are often shaped by global trends. It has also created social challenges, such as the phenomenon of Gulf wives and children growing up with absentee fathers. However, it has also fostered a culture of adaptability and resilience. The Malayali diaspora is known for its hard work, its ability to integrate into new cultures, and its strong community networks abroad, which in turn reinforce the connections back home. In the 21st century, the Malayali identity continues to evolve. While Gulf migration remains significant, a new generation is increasingly looking towards Western countries like the United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia for education and skilled work. The modern Malayali is navigating a complex world, balancing a deep love for their homeland with the economic realities that push them outwards. They are the living embodiment of Kerala's paradoxes, highly educated, but often underemployed at home, deeply traditional in some ways and fiercely modern in others. This globalized identity, forged in the crucible of migration and powered by education, is the latest chapter in the ongoing story of Kerala's people and their remarkable journey of progress. Kerala's soul shines in its ancient performing arts, living traditions of storytelling, devotion, and ritual. From the vibrant spectacle of Kathakali to the graceful Mohiniyattam and the powerful Teyam, each art form is a visual language, connecting past and present. These performances are Kerala's living heritage, breathtaking, spiritual, and timeless. Kerala's festivals are vibrant celebrations of light, sound, and devotion, uniting communities in joy and tradition. The grand Thrissur Puram dazzles with elephants, music, and fireworks. Onam brings families together with floral carpets and feasts. Festivals of all faiths fill Kerala with unity, color, and celebration. Kerala is a land that loves to read. The Malayalam language has a rich history, and its writers are celebrated across generations. From ancient poems to modern novels, literature is woven into daily life here. Book festivals, busy bookstores, and passionate readers keep Kerala's literary tradition alive and ever-evolving. The cultural landscape of Kerala resonates with a diverse and powerful soundtrack, from the complex rhythms of classical percussion to the chart-topping melodies of film music. Music is woven into the fabric of daily life, accompanying rituals, festivals, and celebrations. The state has its own unique classical music tradition, Sopana Sangeetham, a slow, devotional style of singing that is typically performed on the steps, Sopanam, leading to the inner sanctum of a temple. It is a contemplative and spiritual form of music, its gentle melodies designed to evoke a sense of piety and peace. This classical tradition forms the bedrock of the state's musical identity, influencing many other forms of artistic expression. Percussion is the heart and soul of Kerala's musical landscape. The state is famous for its magnificent percussion ensembles, most notably the Panchavadyam and the Chenda Melam. The Panchavadyam, an orchestra of 5 instruments, creates a complex and majestic tapestry of sound that builds in tempo and intensity, forming a key part of temple festivities. Even more electrifying is the Chenda Melam, a powerful ensemble dominated by the chenda, a cylindrical drum that produces a loud, commanding sound. When dozens or even hundreds of chenda players perform in unison, the effect is overwhelming. A visceral, earth-shaking rhythm that reverberates through the body and soul, epitomizing the raw energy of Kerala's festivals. In the modern era, no cultural form has captured the popular imagination more than cinema. The Malayalam film industry, affectionately known as Mollywood, is one of the most respected in India. While it may not have the massive budgets of Bollywood, it is renowned for its artistic quality, its realistic storytelling, and its willingness to tackle complex social and political themes. For decades, Malayalam cinema has produced visionary directors like Ador Gopalakrishnan and G. Aravindan, who have won international acclaim, and charismatic actors like Mammootty and Mohanlal, who are revered as cultural icons. The industry has consistently prioritized strong scripts and powerful performances over pure spectacle. In recent years, Malayalam cinema has been undergoing a new renaissance, with a wave of young filmmakers and actors creating films that are both commercially successful and critically lauded across India. This new generation of cinema is known for its technical finesse, its unconventional narratives, and its grounded, naturalistic style. Films from Kerala are now eagerly watched by a pan-Indian audience on streaming platforms, celebrated for their originality and artistic integrity. From the ancient rhythms of the temple drums to the latest cinematic masterpieces, the arts of music and film in Kerala reflect a culture that is deeply rooted in its traditions, yet fearlessly modern and innovative in its expression. Kerala's culture is defined by harmony, a syncretic thread woven through centuries of shared history. Here, people of all faiths live, celebrate, and grow together, blending traditions into a unique identity. This spirit of acceptance is visible everywhere, making Kerala a vibrant model of peaceful coexistence for the world. Kerala's modern prosperity is deeply tied to the Gulf. Since the 1970s, millions migrated for work, sending remittances that transformed the state's economy, built homes, and funded education. Yet this connection brought both opportunity and vulnerability, shaping Kerala's society and identity in profound ways. The Gulf is now a second home for many Keralites. While remittances have long been the primary pillar of Kerala's economy, the state is actively working to diversify its sources of income and build a more sustainable economic future. The new economy is taking shape around 2 key sectors that leverage Kerala's inherent strengths: information technology and tourism. The IT revolution arrived in the state with the establishment of Technopark in Thiruvananthapuram in 1990, one of the first and largest IT parks in India. This heralded a new chapter for the state, aiming to transform its highly literate, English-speaking workforce into a force in the global knowledge economy. Technopark, along with other hubs like Infopark in Kochi, has become a magnet for multinational corporations and homegrown startups alike. The IT sector has offered a crucial alternative career path for the state's educated youth, providing high-skilled jobs that allow them to stay closer to home rather than migrating abroad. These sprawling modern campuses represent a different vision for Kerala's future, one based on innovation, technology, and global connectivity. The sector has grown steadily, contributing significantly to the state's exports and creating a new class of urban professionals. This growth has also had a ripple effect, spurring development in real estate, retail, and hospitality in the cities of Thiruvananthapuram and Kochi. It is a slow but steady transformation, aiming to shift the economic base from remittances to intellectual capital and service-based industries. Parallel to the rise of IT, Kerala has successfully branded and marketed its natural beauty to the world, becoming a premier tourism destination. The tagline "God's Own Country" proved to be a masterstroke of marketing, capturing the imagination of travelers globally. The state has curated a diverse portfolio of tourism products, from the serene backwater cruises in Alleppey and the misty tea plantations of Munnar, to the pristine beaches of Varkala and the Ayurvedic wellness retreats that promise rejuvenation. Tourism has become a major source of revenue and employment, supporting a vast ecosystem of hotels, resorts, tour operators, and local artisans, bringing economic benefits directly to local communities. Beyond these two pillars, Kerala is exploring new frontiers. It is positioning itself as a hub for medical tourism, leveraging its high-quality healthcare in both modern medicine and traditional Ayurveda. The state is also fostering a burgeoning startup ecosystem, encouraging young entrepreneurs to develop innovative solutions in areas like fintech, health tech, and sustainable technologies. The challenge remains to create a more industry-friendly environment that can attract large-scale manufacturing and investment. However, the direction is clear. Kerala is slowly but surely building a new, more diversified economy, one that seeks to harness its unique human and natural resources to create a prosperous and self-reliant future. To support its ambitions in the new economy and cater to its globally connected populace, Kerala has made significant strides in developing world-class infrastructure. Despite its challenging terrain of hills and waterways, the state has built a dense and efficient network of roads and railways that connect even its most remote corners. This robust connectivity is crucial for the tourism industry, allowing visitors to travel seamlessly between the highlands, the backwaters, and the coast. It is also vital for commerce, ensuring the smooth flow of goods and services across the state. The government's focus on infrastructure development reflects an understanding that modern physical and digital networks are the essential arteries for economic growth and social progress. Nowhere is this commitment to global connectivity more evident than in its aviation sector. Remarkably, for a state of its size, Kerala boasts 4 international airports, located in Thiruvananthapuram, Kochi, Kozhikode, and Kannur. This extensive air network is a direct response to the needs of its massive diaspora, particularly in the Gulf countries, making it one of the busiest international air corridors in India. The Cochin International Airport, or CIAL, stands as a beacon of this forward-thinking approach. It made history by becoming the world's first airport to be fully powered by solar energy, a landmark achievement in sustainable infrastructure that has won global acclaim and showcases Kerala's commitment to blending development with environmental responsibility. In urban areas, Kerala is embracing modern mass transit solutions to ease congestion and promote sustainable transport. The Kochi Metro, with its sleek modern design and efficient service, has transformed public transportation in the state's commercial capital. It is more than just a transport project. It is an integrated system that connects with bus and ferry services, creating a seamless, multimodal transit network. The metro has also been lauded for its progressive social policies, such as the inclusion of a transgender workforce. Ambitious projects like the proposed Silver Line semi-high-speed rail corridor, though controversial, signal the state's aspiration to build a futuristic transportation backbone that can support a high-growth economy. This physical infrastructure is complemented by a strong digital backbone. Kerala was one of the first states in India to declare access to the internet a basic human right. Through projects like the Kerala Fibre Optic Network, or KFON, the government aims to provide high-speed internet connectivity to all countries, bridging the digital laying a solid foundation to ensure that the state is ready for the challenges of the 21st century. The Keralite diaspora, often referred to as the global Malayali community, is, one of the most influential and successful in India. Their presence extends far beyond the Gulf, with significant and growing communities in the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. This new wave of migration is different from the earlier Gulf migration. It is primarily driven by the pursuit of higher education and skilled professions. Keralites have distinguished themselves globally in fields like medicine, engineering, information technology, finance, and academia. They are not just migrant workers, they are integral parts of their adopted societies, contributing significantly to their economies and cultural diversity, while maintaining strong ties to their homeland. This global network has a profound, multifaceted impact on Kerala. Financially, the remittances from Western countries, though smaller in volume than from the Gulf, are often more stable and invested in different sectors, including startups and social enterprises. More importantly, the diaspora acts as a bridge for knowledge, skills, and ideas. A doctor practicing in the UK might collaborate on a project with a hospital in Kerala. An IT professional in Silicon Valley might mentor a startup in Technopark. This brain circulation, as opposed to a simple brain drain, enriches the state's intellectual capital, bringing global best practices and new perspectives back home, and helping to modernize its institutions and industries. Culturally, the diaspora plays the crucial role of being brand ambassadors for Kerala. Through vibrant community associations, they celebrate festivals like Onam and Vishu with great enthusiasm, organizing cultural programs that showcase Kathakali, Mohiniyattam, and Chendamelam to international audiences. These events help preserve and promote Keralan culture among the younger generation born abroad and introduce it to the wider world. They also act as powerful lobbying groups, advocating for the interests of both Kerala and India in their adopted countries. The global Malayali is a soft power asset, fostering a positive image of the state on the international stage through their achievements and cultural vibrancy. The relationship is a two-way street. While the diaspora contributes to Kerala, the homeland remains a powerful anchor for their identity. Many NRKs dream of returning to Kerala after retirement, investing in property and businesses with this goal in mind. They maintain a keen interest in the state's politics and social issues, often participating in online debates and funding philanthropic activities. The global Malayali identity is thus a fluid and dynamic one, constantly negotiating between the culture of their homeland and their new homes. This transnational community is a key feature of modern Kerala, shaping its economy, its aspirations, and its very understanding of its place in the world. Kerala's identity as God's own country is inextricably linked to its lush, green environment. The state's natural beauty is its greatest asset, drawing tourists and nurturing its people. However, this precious ecosystem is facing unprecedented threats in the modern era. High population density, rapid urbanization, and the impacts of climate change have placed immense pressure on its forests, rivers, and coastline. The devastating floods of 2018 and the recurring landslides in the Western Ghats served as a harsh wake-up call, highlighting the urgent need to balance development with environmental protection. This has sparked a new consciousness within the state, a growing movement to become guardians of the green heritage that defines them. In response to these challenges, Kerala has become a laboratory for innovative environmental and sustainability initiatives. There is a strong push towards organic farming, with many communities and individuals shunning chemical pesticides and fertilizers to return to more traditional, eco-friendly agricultural practices. Rainwater harvesting has been made mandatory for new buildings in many areas to combat water scarcity and replenish groundwater levels. The state has also launched ambitious campaigns like the Clean Kerala mission, aimed at effective waste management and the elimination of single-use plastics. These initiatives are driven by both government policy and grassroots activism, reflecting a society-wide commitment to preserving its natural wealth. The state's approach to sustainability is also evident in its energy policy. The success of the solar-powered Cochin Airport has inspired a wider push towards renewable energy across the state. The government is promoting the installation of rooftop solar panels on homes and public buildings, aiming to reduce its dependence on fossil fuels and decrease its carbon footprint. There is a growing emphasis on protecting the Western Ghats, with stricter regulations on quarrying and construction in ecologically sensitive areas. These efforts are often met with resistance from development lobbies, creating a constant and necessary public debate about the kind of future Kerala wants to build for itself. The journey towards sustainability is fraught with challenges. The pressures of a consumerist society, fueled by remittance money, often clash with the goals of environmental conservation. The need for infrastructure development must be carefully weighed against its ecological impact. However, the conversation has fundamentally shifted. The people of Kerala are increasingly aware that their well-being is tied to the health of their environment. The spirit of collective action that fueled the state's social reforms is now being channeled into protecting its natural heritage. The struggle to remain God's own country in a changing world is the defining challenge for modern Kerala, a task its people are embracing with characteristic passion and resolve. Kerala is a land of paradoxes, where ancient traditions meet modern life and global connections blend with local pride. Its journey is unfinished, defined by resilience, debate, and a relentless quest for justice. Kerala's true essence lies in its ability to adapt, evolve, and hold its contradictions in a dynamic balance. In a world facing inequality, division, and climate crisis, Kerala stands as a beacon of hope. Its commitment to education, healthcare, and pluralism proves a better path is possible. Kerala's story shows that when people come together, they can build a just, vibrant, and sustainable society, an inspiration for us all.